I've taken Angelica's advice. I've written myself a little list, although it's on a post-it note. I don't think it's very neat, but you know, it helps me nonetheless. I am in a slightly different setup today. I'm in my room instead of a car. It's my wall of stuff like Charlie, if you like him, and I have all that, and some on the other side of that. Jill will probably end up doing room tours at some point. Do you like my Doctor Who shirt? I wore it to celebrate the fact that it's Saturday and the second episode of Series 6. Obviously it's Monday or Tuesday now. It's Saturday for me. This week's theme is our talent, and if it isn't too self-promotable to say, but my talent is writing. So I have some stuff to read out. The first thing that I'm going to read is some of my Doctor Who script. It was the first proper thing that I wrote. It's not the best I've ever written, but yeah, I mentioned in my last video that I wanted to be a screenwriter. This is the first screenplay that I'd ever written. Doctor Who, The Doctor's Day Off. That's what it's called. Fade in. Millions of microscopic white circular bacteria called the Nephitites are buzzing around, trapped in a very thin but strong see-through film. The trapped bacteria looks very much like a cloud and is easily mistaken for one by all the passers-by. The shot pulls out to the TARDIS door, and then the camera zooms out again and you see the whole TARDIS on top of Westminster Abbey in London. The TARDIS is hidden behind the turrets. The weather is nice, a blue sky, with the only fault being the Nephitite cloud. The door opens and the Doctor steps out and takes a large breath of air, puffing his chest to over-exaggerate his every move. A large smile on his face, the whole world is his. And he stands, hands on his hips, the wind blowing in his hair. External on top of Westminster Abbey outside the TARDIS. The Doctor. Large quantities of carbon dioxide and a slight hint of mustard. I estimate that this is the year 2225. Let's face it, one of my estimations wrong. Next thing that I'm going to read is a poem. I'm not a poet. I was quite proud of this poet. It's a World War I poem. Roll up, no time to waste. Walk with speed, walk with haste. Your shirt is buttoned and your shoes are laced. Bow your head to the man replaced. Roll up, stand straight in line. Keep your composure as bullet and barrel combine. No lips will quiver, 'cause killing's no crime. Don't worry, boys, it'll all be fine. Roll up, point your gun. They're no friend. Are you having fun? So much to do now this war has begun. You'll be fighting forever, and so will your son. Roll up, right, left, right. Faces blank, prepare for a fight. Lift your knees higher, you waited for this night. Don't be frightened, they won't bite. Roll up, jump over your mate. Get to some shelter, you can't be late. Your life depends on it, ain't this great? So dig yourself deeper as death awaits. And finally, what I'm going to read. This is also a story that I wrote in English. We had to write about like a character, and we had to start on something big in their lives. It's quite short. As I teetered over the edge of Kingston Bridge, digging my nails into the lamppost, willing myself to let go, I couldn't help but notice how unlucky water had been for me. I could remember that wet knock on the door 13 years ago next month, how it seemed so innocent at the time. How wrong could I have been? My heart dropped as a stern-looking man in a police uniform had told me that my father had drowned. I felt like shooing him out the door and waiting for my dad to come home, but something about the rain made it seem so wet and so real. I don't think I ever saw my mother cry. I know she did, but knowing isn't the same as seeing. So this is where I was going to show you a song I wrote, but I run out of time on my limit thing. I have a question for you because I've decided that questions are going to be a thing. You don't have to do them, but I've decided I want to ask you questions, get to know you a bit more. Who is your favourite Doctor and why? And if you don't watch Doctor Who, I have nothing for you.